same thing from all of you, and that's kind of why I did the data the way I do. That way we can take it as a community and build something. It doesn't matter who the leadership is, it should be changeable, right? We have a vision for our community, and when I look at where we are today, that's what we're lacking. In the 60s we had a vision, right, of what we wanted. That was the Civil Rights Act, which we thought at that time was going to give us something, which hasn't really given us much, right? So now we understand, if we have an agenda that we can all focus on, then we can now choose the right leadership to move the agenda forward. But most importantly, listening to what Justine is talking about, educate, organize, and mobilize, then we will actually run that ship. I'm talking about we as community members. And that's where we've been seeing that disconnect. So what are ways, she's kind of touched on this, ways to build awareness in the Black community amongst policymakers and elected officials to hold them more accountable for lack of economic progress in the Black community. The data that has been presented is to give every Black, white, and Asian or Hispanic politician no excuse when a Black community says, this is what we need. The data supports our need, right? So what ways do you think we can build awareness? Because as we've talked about, we need the churches on board. We need the children on board, right? We need stakeholders. Exactly. So give me some.
Stakeholders have to be involved in the process, and that's what we had been alluding to when we were talking. All of the stakeholders must be involved, and when you miss one component of that stakeholdership, you have a problem. It's a serious problem. And so as we see just back in old times when you had the minstrel programs, you know, where somebody else was playing our role. Right. We have to be at the table playing our own roles. We're the ones. But when you're talking about those in leadership, of course we know the leadership is accountable to do what's right and what's righteous. And I believe many of them are trying. I mean, I'm not going to just put a blanket thing and say, no, they're not. We know some of them are, some of them may not be. But as you had said previously, everybody has to, the stakeholdership has to be in place. And in holding the individuals who are in authority accountable, that means that there will be consequences when they don't do what we say, because we are the ones who have put them in position. And that's one of, I believe, has been our major drawback as a people. We don't hold our individuals accountable. You know, and you go up to different school districts and things, and you hear about what's happening in Wheating and all of these other places where it's a majority white population. They get results because they hold the people accountable. We, unfortunately, we don't, because we always say, well, we make excuses. And I think everybody up here would agree that it's time out for excuses.
That's right. What do you think?